Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and today we're doing Balance PvP for the first time since January. At long last, the balance is back after 5 whole months. It really took me forever to, 1, get the pet for this, and 2, get all of my correct gear in order. And as a matter of fact, I don't have all my correct gear in order. This hat that I'm running right here, the Xibalba Vacuum Helm, this is the 160 version. When I need the 170 version, and it's honestly not that bad that I have this and not the 170 version. Like, I'm losing 1 pierce, 1 damage, 1 resist, that type of deal. It's really minuscule differences right there, but it would still be nice to have the 170 version. The story behind why I'm using this hat is a long and sadly funny one, if that makes any sense. So I have 16 Xibalba shards on my Death Wizard right now, across my whole account, but they're just all on the Death. And so you need 17 shards to make a level 170 version of a Hunhao or Xibalba piece for the hat, robe, and boots. So yeah, I only have the 160 version, and I'm 1 Xibalba shard short of getting the 170 version. And I had a couple raids with a guild that I didn't get any wins in because one guy kept messing up the same thing. So isn't that just so fun? It's like, if you mess up one time, you know, that's sort of like, okay, you know, you live and you learn. But if you mess up the same thing multiple times when there's a slideshow telling you the play-by-play, what are we doing? What are we aiming at? So that was a fun one. And then the new raid, the Lemuria raid that just dropped this month, actually, I've started doing it with another guild, and that guild has, like, they've really been on top of things. They've got their own guide. They're doing a good job with it. The problem is, Ghastly is super giga-bugged, and developer cam should never be let near the code base ever, especially given what's happened. So yeah, so Ghastly, I got 2 successful runs of that raid, and I got like a bunch, like I think 126 attunement shards or something, or whatever the reagent's called, when I need 170 to craft a piece of gear. So that could have easily been gotten in a 3rd victory, but then Ghastly bugged 3 times back to back, which was just so awesome. And then I haven't raided with them since. I'm probably going to soon, probably within the next couple days, but still just kind of ridiculous that the game just does not want me getting my balances gear all fully kitted out. So that's a fun time. But for right now, what I've got is obviously the 160 Xibalba hat. This will be upgraded to 170, probably the Lemuria hat, the Lemuria raid hat, as opposed to the 170 version of this hat, because the 170 version of or the Lemuria hat is actually going to give me a VPath Power Nova item card, which is a very, very good way for balance to gain value when people are shielding a bunch. And you'll see in this match, this guy absolutely gave me a lot of value that I could have gotten if I'd gotten that hat. So that would have been real swell if I could have done it, but unfortunately not. But still, this general template is the one that you want, the 170 version of this. And then for the robe, the Hunhao's Vacuum Mail is the one that I am using, same as always. This is definitely the piece that you want as a balance. The shads are very important. You need to be able to Dark Surge just at any point in the game. And, you know, the stats are also really, really good. And the Hydra item card is one that I did not find in this match when I really, really needed it. So that, yeah, fun times all around there. But yeah, the Hunhao robe, definitely the one that you want. The new robe, I believe, gives a less useful item card. So yeah, I think this one's still on top, the Hunhao one. So I'm not really going to go for the Lemuria raid robes necessarily, but You can if you want to. They're just, it's the same stats, just a different item card. I just like what I have already. So for the boots, I've got the Xibalba Vacuum Boots, and I don't think the Lemuria Raid Boots give me a better item card. Like, this is just a Magnify, but an aura is an aura, especially as a balance. So I like having just these, and they're nice. I don't have to, you know, slave away farming the Lemuria Raid for the boots just yet. I will have to once the fall update comes around, but you know, that's months off. You know, we don't have to worry about that just yet. For the wand, I have the Hunhaus Vacuum Sword. I have not checked if the new Lemuria Raid wand is actually better than this, but it may be. I'm gonna have to check on that. I think it might give a Magnify item card instead of maybe like a weakness here or like an unbalance, that sort of deal. So we'll just have to see how it goes, but I'm not really going to sweat it too much for the time being. If I get it, I get it. For the Fame, I am using the Balanced August Sage Knife. This is definitely the best way to keep your pips up and you know, get all of the other stats, keep your damage high, that sort of deal, get that pip chance going on as well. For the Amulet, I've got the Astute Archival Ample. This one is really good because it just gives you an extra brace. You're probably never going to use the Elemental Blade. Probably never. I mean, unless I decide I want to do some Oni strat, but probably not for the time being. So this just gives you a 9th brace to use, so that is always nice. It's very, very good to have that extra brace just to pull it. And then for the ring, I've got the Hunhaus Vacuum Ring. I did actually get the new Lemuria Raid ring dropped from one of my wins, and it is the exact same stats. There's no item card or anything like that, so I'm just using this because I already had it. So awesome there. Plus the 155 health jewel, those are hard to come by. And then for the pet, I have this goddamn menace that took forever to materialize. For those of you who have watched my Blind Pet to Mega videos over the last month or so, you will know that I have been in the trenches trying to make this pet. So Deadly Null Dragon, of course, for those 3 Dark Pact item cards. It's really, really good against single weaknesses. Balance is just really, really good against weaknesses in general. So you can just Dark Pact, and it'll take off a weakness and give you 2 at 35 blades. This is kind of the only blade that Balance will ever use, by the way, so this is also good for that. And I've got that Maycast Brace going on as well, and it kicks in sometimes. I noticed that it does it more on my Balance than anybody else, so that's really neat. For the mount, I've got the Clockwork Courser for that extra 2% Pierce, always nice. This will get me to the cap once I fix the hat issue, of course. And for the deck, I have the Balanced August Sage deck, which drops from Takanobu the Masterless, so definitely worth getting. This gives you a 5th Dark Surge, which is imperative to have as a balance, so definitely a good thing to have there. I also could have used my Bear Ballerina transformation for this stream, but I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe I'll do that for the next stream, but who knows. So that is all of the gear pieces. These are the stats. This will probably go up. This will also probably go up. So will this. This will get me to the cap of 57 once I get the actual hat. So pretty neat there. 100% pip chance. Love to see it. Always nice. 83% pip conversion, mostly reliable, and then 158 chat rating, which is pretty good. So there's that. Not really much else to it. And then here is the deck setup. This deck, honestly, to me, I like it a lot. It works, honestly, pretty well. Probably get a nice pip to start off instead of a balanced pip, because even though it's decent for things like Samurai and Lore off the bat, sometimes, you know, you want to get the Scales pips early, so I'll set that. But yeah, overall, this is the deck. You can tell a lot of aura-ing is going on. I have 9 braces and the Magnify, so there's that to think about. A lot of chameleons. These could be very, very helpful in a lot of matchups, especially if your opponent will put a negative aura on you. A lot of good heal counters. You know, I've got 4 Tritons and 2 Rainbow Serpents. Pretty good there. And then, yeah, just a lot of good chip cards is mostly what's going on here. Scales of Destiny, of course, still immensely strong, and yeah, so we have that as well to think about. And I might actually have I don't know if I've put the spell elements in yet. I have not, so let me go ahead and do that on my Storm. But yeah, that is the main deck, and I should be showing you the side deck right now, but I am on my Storm because I'm transferring over spell elements. But basically, it's a lot of shields, it's a couple empowers, it's honestly a few Stormzillas. Those have really come in handy. I've won games because of that. But yeah, it's like that is kind of the big thing. Balance's side deck is mostly control. This is our bank for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to yell at Sen for that. But, yep, overall, I mean, the deck on the balance is just more or less what you'd expect. I'm just going to go back on and actually show it to you. But, yeah, I basically just need to get this hat, this 170 hat, and we'll be fine. So I actually need an extra Scorpion that I don't have, so that's neat. I also need an Impair. And the last card I'm missing is a Chimera, which I should actually have at least one more of. Yeah, so there we go. So, yeah, subtle foreshadowing. Anyway, so I hope you all enjoy this match. It was a longer one, but, you know, still love to see it. This intro went on for 11 minutes. Oops, definitely going to have to put the timestamps in the description. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy it. Alright, we got a Death Wizard. Let's see. Probably won't want that or that. I don't like aura-ing first round either. But I guess I could do this. Yeah, we have more surges. We're not close to one right now. That could be interesting if he goes for Fire Elves. Like, this is so much value in a single card. What is he doing here? Alright, so he's going for shields. A bit of an interesting play. Not really sure what is going on with it necessarily. Maybe I could just brace this round. Free matchup should be. Unless he does some off-meta nonsense. Which who knows these days. But he's also probably got ghouls. That's most likely why he uses that. So he got an early bubble. Not huge on that. I guess I can just go for that, just for now. As many unmitigated hits as I can get, right? Decent little hit there. Pull Scarab. Really good card to have in this matchup. Kinda don't like that I'm top decking all my surges. And I also kinda don't like that he's doing that. Could just do this to throw it out. Wonder if he's got poison, you know? That probably won't be wise. Okay, so he's got something. Yeah, he'll attenuate me. So, I mean, I could just magnify. I'd be down. And if he... Or that's actually a really good pull. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so he's just acting like Chameleon is not a card, especially when he doesn't have any shields up to his own school. So there's that. I mean, I'm just gonna do this. Maybe get some damage. And probably brace this next round, if anything. Or, well, okay, 3 surges is a little whack. I pulled 4 out of my 5 within my first 20 cards, which is not a great sign. So he's gonna go for that. So I definitely think brace is the play for me here. Because, I mean, that just does so much damage. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, it was a bit of a waste of attenuate, but I have to go for this. Maybe threaten a tree. Pact, maybe. But what's he gonna do here? If that's a mash, then yeah, Scarab. Used his blade on that. $13.65. I feel like people really underrate death. Like, it's definitely gotten a lot better as of late. So let's swap that back to him. $200 damage, not bad. We got a bubble, so that's good. He's probably, yeah, so that's a good pull for me then. So we'll do that. I might see if I can scales back to back and then surge. Or even Mockage Spiel. That would be probably a better use of a shad right now. Chameleon, good pull. Especially if he has another bubble, but doesn't look like it. Alright, brace, I'll attenuate that. He fail pipped, that's interesting. So yeah, I've got a good hit. I can also Starfall if he auras again. That's a headless, but these are like what, 15% weaknesses or something? It's like not even substantive at all. So I don't mind just going for a scales right now. Plus it's a 45 weakness. Yeah, they're 15s. It's like getting hit by lightning bats. So yeah, scales, we'll do that. The only reason I'm keeping my surges is because I know for a fact that the 5th and final one is going to appear at like 20 cards left. That's just how my luck goes. Hydra here would also be generational, I gotta say. That's actually a very good pull. What is that? Okay, he's gonna bub. So maybe I Chameleon this round? And then like Surge or something? I could do that. Yeah, I mean, it's a chromatic hit. That, or I could do this into a mock, even, if I P-serve it. And then I can mock Surge. Use this attenuate to the fullest. 2100 with a weakness. Got a Lore Master as well. Kinda eating good. What are we doing here? Okay, so he did go for that then. Yeah, I think Mock is my play. And then I could Surge into a Lore. Just so that way I'm not sitting on shads permanently. really get on offense right now. No crit on that. Amazing, 1200. But at least I got weaknesses onto him. There's my last surge, by the way, so I guess I'll get rid of one. Yeah, he's gonna do this. If he goes for a Shrike, I'll probably just Starfall. That's probably going to be the play. Starfall and then Lore. And what's that going to be? Snowman? So now we need a Scales. Not that it would do much damage, but, you know. Okay, Life Pip. I mean, while I cycle main, I can do this. Got another Stabilize, which is good. I could just Wand. Maybe pre-pull for Scarab. Okay, very interesting. We'll get rid of that. We don't want a Gearhead. I think I'm running him out of his negative auras, which is good. Okay, I don't want any of that. Okay, but it looks like he always has more than me. That's awesome. Tower Shield me? Or honestly, no, this is a really good move. Run me that. I could steal a Tower Shield and break one. Then I could Lore. Who is spam tagging me? So yeah, Scorpion there was huge, and now I've got Scales. Headless. I think while I have this Attenuate on, I want to Scales more than anything. It won't do much damage, like it'll get some on the back, or on the balance hit, but yeah. Because it's like he can just... He's got that Oni is the problem. So just permanently having a shield up, that would be nice. So, I mean, Hydra would also be good. Like, I pack one, and I know if I see it, I'm gonna just absolutely use it straight off the rip. Even one wanted, I guess. So that's probably an elf or a Pyre Dragon. Okay, so at least he can't go for the Oni this turn. So this is probably my cue to Lore. It's doing so much. And he's had a neg for every single one of my braces, so that's also not good. Skeletal Dragon also probably do like 3k here, but what can you do about that, right? I guess at that point I fire back with the Scales. 903, that's also good damage. Staying ahead of him, which is really important. I could also just steal a Pip. That could be funny. What is that? Deathblade. Any Impair fans in the chat? Yes, there are Impair fans in the chat. We love that. Also, yeah, it's definitely getting close to that time, so this will be the last match of the stream. So he's got that 25 on him. He's gonna go for a brace, okay. So this is, I'll Starfall here, and probably get rid of that. So Starfall is the play. And then I could go for a Scales. That probably won't be good if I'm not fusing it with a Stabilize. So, yeah, what we got? What's he doing? Ghoul, yeah. Huh. Scales is my move. %. I also just don't have a clue where my balance tree is. I probably will get rid of that and that while I look. So let's get ourselves another shield. So that will get me a 65. He'll have to do something about that. That's not what I want. What a hand. This is just straight demonics. If that's... Okay, that's an elf. It's just the problem is, like... I'm gonna do this. He will probably Oni, but I'm hoping it doesn't kill me and I can send a Chimera back. That's my play. Balance Bubble is also really good. I mostly just like the idea of... Or what's that? Virulence. Okay, we don't like that. But, if I'm not mistaken, do I not just beam him here? Like, maybe I'm just stupid, but... Or should I do this first? No, I think I need to do that. 2,800. Man, I don't know. I didn't see my Hydra all game, so. It's short. I should have bubbled. 1228. That could have also been really good last round. If I live this turn, he dies. But it's all on, do I live this turn? Which is a big if. Oh, wait. Hold on. So he just... That's a mash. Oh, but that... Wait, so if I just pull a shield, that's literally all I need right now. Oh my god, what the hell? Generational fumble. How did this happen, Dinesh? Alright, Pacers in 7. That's all I'm saying. Got another shield just in case. at the life pip just because. So did he just not have the Oni? Is that what happened? Like, I guess not. Like, that was kind of mental, but hey, I'll take it, right? Well, alright, I am going to go watch the NBA Finals with the boys, so that's going to put a wrap on this stream. Thank y'all for coming out. We had some pretty good games today. Do I have any more impairs? I do not. I'll need to fix that.